If you've spent any real time behind the wheel of a big rig, you know the difference between gear that looks good online and gear that actually survives life on the road. Today we're counting down 32 truck gadgets on Amazon, under $20, that veteran truckers swear by. These are the tools tucked into side boxes, door pockets, and sleeper cabs all across the country, chosen for one simple reason: they work. From tire tools to cab comfort to roadside safety, every item on this list earns its keep. Stick around, because a few of these might solve a problem you've been putting up with for years. Number 1. The Hardwood Tire Thumper. Walking the truck during a pre-trip inspection is second nature to any experienced driver, and a solid tire thumper makes checking 18 tires fast and reliable. This compact hardwood bat has the right weight and balance to give you a clear read on tire pressure with a single strike. The lacquered finish resists moisture and road grime, while the wrist strap keeps it secure in your hand on icy mornings. It fits neatly in a door pocket or side box, always within reach. Simple, old school, and trusted by drivers for generations. Number 2. The Astro AI Digital Tire Pressure Gauge. A thumper tells you something's off, but a good gauge tells you exactly how far off. This digital gauge delivers precise readings up to 250 psi, which covers commercial truck tires with room to spare. The backlit display is easy to read during early morning inspections in a dark yard, and the angled nozzle seals tightly against valve stems without hissing air. It shuts off automatically to preserve the battery. Accurate pressure means better fuel mileage, longer tire life, and fewer blowouts on the highway. That's money in your pocket. Number 3. The Amper Blind Spot Mirrors. Even with big West Coast mirrors, a semi-truck has blind spots that can hide an entire car. These convex stick-on mirrors widen your field of view along the trailer sides, giving you an extra margin of safety during lane changes and tight merges. The adjustable swivel base lets you dial in the exact angle you need, and the rust-proof aluminum housing stands up to rain, snow, and washouts. Installation takes minutes with the included adhesive. For a few dollars, they add a layer of awareness that seasoned drivers appreciate every single day. Number 4. The Steering Wheel Tray Table. When you're parked at a truck stop, the steering wheel becomes your dining table, your desk, and your laptop stand. This tray hooks over the wheel in seconds and gives you a flat, stable surface for meals, paperwork, or a tablet. The raised edge keeps pins and forks from sliding off, and the smooth surface wipes clean after a chili spill. It flips over for a second working position and stores flat behind the seat when you're rolling. It turns the cab into a comfortable break room anywhere you park. Number 5. The Drop Stop Seat Gap Filler. Every driver knows the sinking feeling of watching a phone, a lighter, or fuel card disappear into the gap beside the seat. This simple neoprene wedge slides into that gap and blocks it completely, attaching around the seatbelt catch so it moves with the seat. It's soft enough to stay invisible, but firm enough to stop anything from falling through. No more digging under the seat at a fuel island while trucks line up behind you. It's one of those small fixes that pays for itself the first week. Number 6. Gorilla Tape. Ask any old hand what fixes half the problems the road invents, and the answer is usually tape. This heavy-duty tape sticks to metal, rubber, and plastic even in cold or wet weather, with a thick adhesive layer that ordinary duct tape can't match. It patches a torn mud flap, wraps a chafing airline, seals a cracked mirror housing, and holds a marker light in place until the shop can do it right. The tough outer shell resists water and abrasion, and it still tears clean by hand. One roll in the side box has saved more service calls than anyone can count. Number 7. Permatex Fast Orange Hand Cleaner. Grease from the fifth wheel, diesel from the pump, and grime from the tandems all end up on your hands, and truck stop soap barely touches it. This pumice hand cleaner has been sitting in shops for decades because it strips away grease and diesel without the harsh solvents that crack your skin. It works with or without water, which matters when you're parked somewhere with no faucet in sight, and the citrus smell beats smelling like a fuel island for the next 300 miles. Drivers who've used it once keep a tub in the cab for good. Number 8. The Road Pro 12-volt heated travel mug. Cold coffee is a small tragedy that happens every day in trucking. This stainless steel mug plugs straight into your cigarette lighter socket and keeps your coffee, tea, or soup hot for the entire drive. The sturdy handle and tapered base fit standard cup holders, and the spill-resistant lid handles rough pavement without splashing. It draws minimal power, so there's no worry about your battery. Pour it hot at the truck stop in the morning, and it's still hot when you cross the state line. Number 9. The Gear Light LED headlamp. When you're checking a trailer connection or chaining up in the dark, you need both hands free. This headlamp puts a bright, adjustable beam exactly where you're looking, with multiple brightness modes and a red light setting that preserves your night vision. The band adjusts to fit over a cap or beanie, and the housing shrugs off rain and drops onto pavement. It runs on standard batteries you can buy at any travel center. Keep one in the door pocket, and nighttime inspections stop being a fumbling nightmare. Number 10. The magnetic work light. Sometimes a headlamp isn't enough, and you need light that stays put while you work. This slim LED bar has a strong magnetic base that clamps onto the frame, the fifth wheel, or the hood while you handle a repair. The folding hinge angles the beam wherever you need it, and it recharges through USB right in the cab. The cob LED panel throws a wide, even wash of light instead of a narrow spot. Toss it in the glove box, and you'll reach for it more often than you'd expect. Number 11. The Tektran Glad Hand Seals. Air leaks at the Glad hands cause slow trailer brake response, and that annoying hiss every driver learns to hate. These rubber replacement seals restore a tight connection between tractor and trailer air lines in about 30 seconds. Made from durable compound rubber, they resist cracking in freezing weather and hold pressure reliably through thousands of couplings. A pack costs pocket change, so seasoned drivers keep spares in the side box at all times. When a seal fails at 2 in the morning in the middle of nowhere, you'll be glad you did too. Number 12. The Raybatic Fifth Wheel Pin Puller. Pulling the fifth wheel release handle by hand means reaching into a greasy, awkward space, and on a stubborn latch, it can wrench your shoulder. This steel hook extension gives you leverage and distance, letting you pop the release cleanly while keeping your sleeve out of the grease. The chrome-plated finish resists rust, and the T-handle grip stays secure even with wet gloves. It breaks down into 2 halves for storage behind the seat. Old hands will tell you the same thing. Your shoulders only have so many hard pulls in them, so save them. Number 13. The Cartman Bungee Cord Assortment. Ask any old hand what's always in their side box, and bungee cords make the list every time. This assorted pack covers multiple lengths and thicknesses, with steel hooks and UV-resistant cords that hold tension through heat and cold. They secure tarps, keep mud flaps from dragging, hold doors open during loading, and solve 100 small problems the road invents. The included storage bag keeps them untangled instead of knotted in a heap. For a few dollars, they solve more problems than tools costing 10 times as much, and they never stop being useful. Number 14. The Vault Cargo Strap Wraps. Loose ratchet straps piled in a box turn into a tangled mess that wastes your time at every load. These hook and loop strap wraps keep each strap rolled tight and organized, so you grab what you need and go. The heavy-duty material survives constant use and stays fastened through vibration and weather. They work on winch straps, bungees, extension cords, and air hoses too. Organized equipment gets you loaded, secured, and rolling faster than the next guy, and these little wraps quietly make that happen. Number 15. The Ironclad Mechanic Gloves. Fueling, cranking landing gear, handling chains, and checking hot components all punish your hands. These work gloves offer a snug fit with reinforced palms that grip well even when slick with diesel. The breathable back keeps your hands from sweating in summer, while knuckle padding protects against scrapes around the catwalk and frame. Touchscreen-compatible fingertips mean you can check your ELD without pulling them off. A good pair of gloves is the difference between finishing a trip with clean, healthy hands or nursing cuts and cracked skin all week. Number 16. The Magnalex Windshield Sunshade. A truck cab parked in the summer sun turns into an oven, and the dashboard takes the worst of it. This reflective shade blocks heat and UV rays across the full windshield, keeping the cab cooler and protecting the dash, gauges, and electronics from sun damage. The foldable design pops open in seconds and collapses small enough to slide behind a seat. During a 34-hour reset in July, it can mean the difference between a bearable sleeper and a sauna. Cheap protection for the most expensive office you'll ever sit in. Number 17. The Lebogner Side Window Sunshades. Sunlight blasting through the side glass causes glare, sunburned forearms, and a cab that never cools down. These static cling mesh shades attach to the side windows without adhesive, cutting glare and heat while still letting you see your mirrors clearly. They install and remove in seconds, so you can pull them down when clouds roll in. The mesh material rolls up for storage without creasing. Drivers who run southern routes in summer call these a lifesaver, and your left arm will stop looking 2 shades darker than your right. Number 18. The TechSport Window Bug Screens. Sleeping in the cab with the windows cracked is the cheapest air conditioning there is, until the mosquitoes find you. These fine mesh screens slip over the open window frame and let fresh air flow through while keeping insects out. The elastic edges hold snug on most truck windows, and the material folds flat into a small pouch. On a mild night at a quiet rest area, they turn the sleeper into a screened porch. It's a simple comfort that older hands figured out decades ago, now cheaper and easier than ever. If this list is proving useful so far, take a second to hit subscribe. We cover practical trucking gear, road tips, and budget-friendly equipment every week, and the backstretch of this countdown has some of the best finds yet. Number 19. The Schumacher 12-volt cab fan. Idling restrictions and hot nights make airflow in the sleeper a real problem. This compact fan plugs into a 12-volt socket and moves a surprising amount of air with adjustable speed and a swivel head that points wherever you need it. The clip and mounting base let you attach it to the bunk frame, the dash, or a shelf. It runs quietly enough to sleep next to and draws little power. Combined with the window screens, it keeps the sleeper comfortable without burning fuel, just to run the air conditioning. Number 20. The Inope Multi-Port USB Fast Charger. Between a phone, a tablet, a GPS unit, and a headset, the modern cab needs more charging ports than trucks ever came with. This compact adapter plugs into a single 12-volt socket and delivers fast charging through multiple USB ports at once. The metal body handles heat well, and the built-in chip protects your devices from power surges. A small LED ring helps you find the port in the dark. Everything stays charged, and you stop playing musical chairs with your electronics at every fuel stop. Number 21. The Volport Coiled Charging Cable. Loose charging cords in a truck cab end up tangled around the shifter, pinned under the seat, or snapped at the connector. This coiled cable stretches when you need reach and springs back out of the way when you don't, just like the old CB cords drivers have trusted for 50 years. The braided jacket and reinforced ends survive constant flexing, and the fast charge wiring keeps your phone topped up on the move. It's a small detail, but a tidy cab is a safer, calmer place to work. Number 22. The Apato Collapsible Trash Bin. Trash accumulates fast on the road, and a plastic bag hanging off the shifter isn't a system. This leak-proof collapsible bin sits in the floor space or straps to the seat back, holding wrappers, cups, and receipts in one contained spot. The waterproof lining handles spills and wipes clean, while the lid keeps odors down and contents hidden. When empty, it folds completely flat. Long-time drivers keep clean cabs not because anyone's inspecting, but because living in a tidy space for 300 days a year just feels better. Number 23. The Sleeper Cab Cargo Net. The upper bunk and shelf areas of a sleeper turn into avalanche zones under hard braking. This elastic cargo net stretches across storage areas and holds jackets, bags, and supplies firmly in place while you drive. The reinforced hooks attach to existing anchor points without drilling, and the tight weave keeps even small items contained. It installs in minutes and adjusts to fit different spaces. No more duffel bag flying into the cab at a hard stop. Everything stays where you put it, from the yard to the receiver. Number 24. The Saunders Aluminum Storage Clipboard. Even in the electronic logging era, trucking still runs on paper. Bills of lading, lumper receipts, scale tickets, and permits need a home. This aluminum clipboard opens up to reveal a storage compartment that keeps documents flat, dry, and organized, with a strong clip on top for the paperwork you're actively using. The metal construction survives being tossed on the dash for years. When a shipper or an officer asks for a document, you hand it over in 10 seconds instead of excavating the cab. Number 25. The Dr. Scholl's Anti-Fatigue Work Insoles. Trucking is hard on your feet in a sneaky way. Hours of vibration through the pedals, then sudden walking on concrete docks and parking lots. These cushioned insoles absorb shock and support your arches, reducing the foot and leg fatigue that builds up over a long week. They slip into work boots or sneakers and trim to fit any size. Drivers who've run the long miles know that comfort starts from the ground up, and a fresh set of insoles can make 5-year-old boots feel new again. Number 26. The Amuka Seatbelt Shoulder Pad. A seatbelt rubbing against your neck and collarbone for 11 hours turns into genuine irritation, so some drivers get tempted to ride with the belt tucked behind them. That's a dangerous habit. This soft padded cover wraps around the shoulder strap and ends the chafing entirely, making the belt comfortable enough to wear properly all day. The breathable cover stays cool in summer, and the hook and loop closure fits any standard belt. It's a 2-minute fix that keeps you comfortable and keeps you safe. Number 27. The Non-Slip Dash Grip Pad. Phones, sunglasses, pens, and toll transponders slide across a truck dash on every curve. This tacky silicone pad grips the dashboard and holds small items firmly in place without adhesive or residue. It handles heat without melting or leaving marks, and a quick rinse restores the grip when dust builds up. Larger sizes can even hold a phone at a glanceable angle. It sounds almost too simple to matter, but drivers who have one never go back to chasing their sunglasses across the dash at every off-ramp. Number 28. The Rescue Window Breaker and Belt Cutter. This one earns its place on every veteran's keychain. The Rescue is a compact escape tool with a spring-loaded steel point that shatters tempered side glass and a hidden blade that slices through a jammed seatbelt. If a crash or a water hazard ever traps you in the cab, those two functions can save your life. It clips to a keyring or visor so it's reachable when it counts. You'll probably never use it, and that's the point. It's the cheapest life insurance on Amazon. Number 29. The Salzman Reflective Safety Vest. Breaking down on the shoulder of an interstate at night is one of the most dangerous situations in trucking. This high-visibility vest, with reflective striping, makes you visible to traffic from hundreds of feet away while you set triangles or inspect a blown tire. The lightweight mesh fits over a jacket in winter or a t-shirt in summer, and it folds into a pouch that lives in the door pocket. Many older drivers remember colleagues lost on the roadside. Wearing the vest takes 5 seconds. Make it a habit. Number 30. The First Aid Only Compact Kit. Cuts from strapping loads, burns from hot components, blisters, headaches, and splinters are all part of the job. This compact first aid kit packs bandages, antiseptic wipes, gauze, tape, and pain relievers into a soft case that fits in a glove box or under the bunk. The organized interior means you find what you need fast instead of dumping everything out. Most travel centers charge a fortune for a single packet of aspirin. Having a proper kit on board saves money and handles small problems before they become big ones. Number 31. The Braided Tire Valve Extenders. Checking and airing the inner tires on a dual-wheel setup is a knuckle-scraping chore when the valve stem hides behind the outer wheel. These flexible valve extenders route the stem to an accessible position, making pressure checks and top-offs quick and painless. The braided stainless covering resists heat and abrasion, and the sealed ends hold pressure without slow leaks. Since inner duals are the tires most drivers neglect, these extenders directly translate into longer tire life. Your hands and your maintenance budget will both thank you. Number 32. The Max Haul Rubber Wheel Chock. Whether you're dropping a trailer, working under the truck, or parked on a grade, a proper chock is basic insurance against the worst kind of accident. This solid rubber chock grips pavement and gravel alike, resisting weather, oil, and years of use without cracking. The molded handle makes it easy to place and pull, and the ribbed base keeps it from creeping under pressure. Docks require them, safety demands them, and drivers who've been around use them without being asked. For under $20, there's no excuse not to carry your own. And that wraps up our 32 truck gadgets on Amazon under $20 that veteran truckers swear by. From tire tools to sleeper comforts to gear that could genuinely save your life. Every item here proves you don't need deep pockets to run a smarter, safer, more comfortable truck. If you found something worth adding to your cab, hit the like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss our next roundup of budget-friendly trucking gear. Drop a comment below with the one piece of equipment you'd never leave the yard without. Until next time, keep the shiny side up and the rubber side down, and safe travels out there.